Hello everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep and welcome to this session which is based upon Venn diagrams that we are going to discuss in our today's class. So before I start, can you all just confirm it once to me? Am I clearly audible to you? Audible and visible? Is all okay? Can you just confirm once? Good afternoon, Angela. Very good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone else. So before we start, an important information for you. Okay, so I'm sure that all of you already know about this series that we have been running for a long time now. Every day we just upload one a small video of a question from actual CAT exam where we discuss the aptitude way of solving it. If you have not seen this yet, I would suggest that please go through it now. We already have had, I think, 11 or 12 sessions of that till now. So watch these videos and I'm sure that you are going to be hugely benefited by it. So these are just small videos of 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes and all. So just go through it. It's going to be useful for you. Okay, good afternoon, Kid with Blonde and Lakshmi Pathak. Good afternoon to you as well. So now let's come to our today's topic, which is Venn diagrams. How important is the topic first of all? So if I talk about the LRDI section, probably in my opinion, in the whole CAT exam, this is going to be the most important area for all of us. The simple reason being that LRDI is something in which everyone is at the same level. No one can say that, okay, I'm good at LRDI already or I'm already bad at LRDI. So everyone is almost at the same level. The only point is that how well you prepare, that will decide how well you are going to go do ahead in the LRDI section and in that LRDI. One of the most important areas for us is Venn diagrams. Of course, there are many other areas as well. For example, the maximum number of sets that we have seen in the last few years, they have been from reasoning based DI. There have been questions based upon metrics and arrangement. There have been questions based upon games and tournaments. But Venn diagram is an area which is quite popular in CAT. And last year, I don't remember if there was any particular set on Venn diagram, even last to last year, that makes the chances of Venn diagram appearing in LRDA section this year pretty high, right? There are good chances that you might see some sets from LRDI this year, from Venn diagram this year in the LRDI section. So therefore, it becomes important for us. It's a topic in which we do not have very difficult questions in the CAT exam. Whatever has appeared till now, it's more of a logical topic. Therefore, only they put it in the LRDI part of it. They don't put it in quantitative ability. Though sometimes there have been questions based upon Venn diagrams in quantitative aptitude as well. Rather, there are some exams they just ask you questions from Venn diagrams in quantitative aptitude section, but CAT asks it in LRDI because they feel it's a part of logical reasoning, not a part of quantitative ability. Okay. So without any further delay, I would like to start with the class now. Once again, we are going to discuss two sets today. Both of them are from actual CAT. Let us start with the first one on your screen now. Please read the data. After that, I shall move ahead from here. एक बार पढ़ लीजिए आप सब लोग. As I said that these are actual CAT sets, the way of doing these questions that is extremely important for all of us to learn, right? So मैं भी कोशिश यही करूंगा that I'll be doing these questions exactly the way they should be done during the exam time and we'll be discussing them the same way. Now there is a possibility some of you might have done these sets before. It's quite possible. But yes, today when we are discussing these sets, our main objective is to learn Venn diagrams. I'm sure all of you have read it. Students in a college are discussing two proposals. A proposal by the authorities to introduce dress code, which is called Proposal A, A proposal by the students to allow multinational food franchises to set up outlets on college campus, that is called B. A student does not necessarily support either of the two proposals. So there is a possibility someone might, support proposal A, someone might support B, someone might support both, and someone might not support any one of them. In an upcoming election for student union president, there are two candidates in fray, Sunita and Ragini. Every student prefers one of the two candidates. So here there is no one who does not prefer any one of the two. There is no one who prefers both of them. Every student would be preferring either Sunita or Ragini. So in proposals, there is a possibility a person might like both the proposals, might like none of them, but among the two candidates, Sunita and Ragini, that is not possible. A person must be liking only Sunita or only Rani. There is no third option in this case. Okay. Read it further. There is more information about it available to us. Please read it first. Hi, Cat with Aditya. Good afternoon. So this all is telling you that there are 500 students. There is a sample of 500 students. 250 students supported proposal A and 250 students supported proposal B. Among the 200 people who preferred Sunita as student union president, 80% supported A, and then there is more information regarding this. There is a lot of information. Of course, we'll be talking about that information while making the set. But currently, you must have understood that, okay, now there is some information given according to that. There is more information on this. Now, what I have done here, there is a Venn diagram based question, but what kind of Venn diagram should I make? In Sunita and Ragini, there cannot be anything common, as he has said. But among proposals A and B, there can be something common. There might be some people who do not like any of the two proposals. So a Venn diagram that comes to my mind here, I'll just make it here. First, it came to my mind that, okay, this circle is representing the people who are liking Sunita, and these are the people who like Ragini. So one circle is for Sunita, one circle is for Ragini, because every person has to be in one of these two circles. So 500 people are there in these two circles together. Now there is a circle of people who prefer proposal A. If they prefer proposal A, they might prefer Sunita. They might prefer Ragini as well. So these are the people who prefer proposal A. These are the people who like Sunita. These are the people who like Ragini. There cannot be anyone over here. The simple reason is every person has to raise one of the two candidates, Sunita or Ragini. Similarly, if I make a proposal B, it might have something common with A and B as well. So these are the people who like A and B both along with Sunita, A and B both along with Ragini, only B along with Ragini, only A along with Ragini, Sunita, but there is no one over here. These are the people who like Sunita but do not like A or B. These are the people who like Ragini but do not like A or B. So that ways I can make a Venn diagram for this particular set, right? But this Venn diagram has got two areas which are automatically zero. Of course, you can start with this as well. But then I thought of something else, right? When I was doing this question, let me tell you, I actually appeared for this. So when I was doing this during the exam time, I thought because of making circles, I'm getting these two areas extra, which are automatically equal to zero. They might confuse me later. So I thought of that if I make circles, of course, there's going to be some area which is not common. But what if I make some rectangles or squares? What if this represents Sunita, this represents Ragini, and now if I make A over here something like this, there will not be any area in A which is not common, which is outside that of Sunita and Ragini. That means there is no person liking proposal A but not liking Sunita or Ragini. So I can make this. So rather than making the third square like this, I just made the square till here only, because every person in A must have to like Sunita or Ragini. Similarly from B, but B also must be having something common with A. So what if I make a square for B like this? This will be a complete figure for me. So this is how I went ahead with him. Let me just show you the figure that I tried to make. This is a box that is representing Sunita, the white box that you can see completely over here. This is the box that represents Ragini, the gray box that you can see over here. There is a blue box that is representing people liking A. So these four areas are in blue box. And there is a green box which is the people liking B. These four areas are the people who are liking B. And this area is representing people liking both A and B. This area is also representing people liking both A and B. But the difference is these people like Ragini, these people like Sunita. These people like A and Sunita only, like A and Ragini only, like B and Sunita only, like B and Ragini only Sunita, none of A and B, only Ragini, none of A and B with Sunita, A and B with Ragini. So now I have got all possible areas in these figures. I hope you are getting my point. मतलब ये थोड़ा सा फिगर मैंने चेंज करके बनाया इसीलिए so that I can easily answer the questions without any kind of confusion. अब मुझे कंफ्यूजन नहीं है कि कौन सा वो एरिया था जो जीरो ही रहेगा क्या नहीं रहेगा एंड दैट वेज आई कुड इजीली सॉल्व इट. और ये वो चीज है एक्चुअली इट्स द पार्ट ऑफ एलआरडीआई. अब ये मत सोचिए सेट एलआरडीआई का पार्ट है. एक्चुअली मेकिंग दिस पिक्चर वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ एलआरडीआई. अगर आप प्रॉपर एलआर इसमें यूज करके एक अच्छी पिक्चर बना लेंगे यू वुड बी एबल टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन बेटर देन इन माय ओपिनियन. राइट? This is the first thing that comes to our mind. Okay. Now, what's the second thing? He says 250 people supported proposal A. So this proposal A will have 250 people. 250 people supported proposal B. So proposal B will have 250 people. Among the 200 students who preferred Sunita, so 200 people preferred Sunita. Of course, the remaining 300 people preferred Ragini. It is already given to us that the total number of people is 500. 200 को सुनीता पसंद है तो 300 को रागिनी पसंद होगी. 250 people like proposal A, so 250 people like proposal B. I have written down all these figures, right? At this stage, many people create, I would say, a problem for themselves. So just have a look what problem do we create for us. Among the 200 people who prefer Sunita as union president, that means among these 200 people, 80% supported proposal A. Among all the people who like Sunita, how many of them like proposal A, supported proposal A? These people and these people. So 80% of 200 is equal to 160. The first thing many students will do is, so let's assume this as A and let's take this as 160 minus A. Because if two areas add up to 160, of course, one of them would be A, the other one is 160 minus A. There is nothing wrong with that. इसमें कुछ भी गलत नहीं है. I completely agree with that. Now I can say if these two areas add up to 160, the other two areas must add up to 200. So let's take this area as B. So can I say this area would be 40 minus B? I'm sorry, 200 minus 160. That is 40 minus B. Right? I've been created another variable here and I have another written down two values in terms of B now. Similarly, from the next statement, I can take this as C and this write in terms of C. फिर एक D बन जाएगा. And in the other four statements, then I will be using this A, B, C, D to find them out and to answer the question. But let me tell you, do not do it. I would say this is not the right approach of doing a question. Trust me on that. You should always be looking for some absolute values first rather than taking variables. Variables should be taken at the end. जब कोई चारा ना बचे तब variables लीजिए. Otherwise, first of all, look at all the statements. It is not necessary because the second statement comes first. So I have to use the second statement first. Possibly statement number 4 might give better information. Statement number 6 might give better information. So go for the informations first such that you get the absolute values. I got the absolute value of the number of people liking Sunita, number of people liking Ragini, 250 people like proposal A, 250 people like proposal B. I can write them. Avoid variables currently. Let's move ahead. Among those who preferred Ragini, 30% supported proposal A. Once again, this is 30% means 90. So one area would be C, 190 minus C. I would not do it currently. Move ahead. 20% of those who supported proposal B preferred Sunita. So 250 people supported proposal B. Out of them, 20%, that is 50 people, supported Sunita. So these two areas will add up to 50. Once again, I would avoid it, right? वेरिएबल लेना पड़ेगा. लेट्स फॉरगेट अबाउट इट. 40% of those who did not support B preferred Ragini. Once again, I'll have to take variables. ये तो बड़ा लंबा वैल्यू हो जाएगा. Every student who preferred Sunita and supported proposal B also supported proposal A. This is important now. Every student who preferred Sunita and supported proposal B. What are those people? Every person who preferred Sunita and supported B. Preferred Sunita and supported B are these two areas, right, guys? People who preferred Sunita and supported proposal B are these two areas where I put up a tick. But he says they also supported proposal A. That means if a person supported proposal B, he will also have to support proposal A. Can I say this area becomes 0? Immediately I get to know that the area becomes 0. I'm sure that all you have understood this point. Next. Among those who preferred Ragini, that is among 300 people, 20% did not support any of the proposals. What is 20% of 300? 60. 60 people did not use any proposal. So this is my 60 over here. ये दो मुझे exact information मिल गई ना. Now I have got the exact information. That means now my job is getting easier for me because now I don't have to take any variables. Just have a look at this. Is there any value that needs this 0 and 60? Just come to this point. 20% of those who supported proposal B preferred Sunita, right? 20% of those who supported proposal B. How many supported proposal B? 250. 20% of 250 is 50. 50 people who supported proposal B, they preferred Sunita. So some of these two areas should be 50, on which I have put up a tick already. One area is already 0. The other area would automatically become 50. We got this value? Come to this point. Among the 200 people who preferred Sunita as student president, 80% supported proposal A. What is 80% of 200? 80% of 200 is 160. 160 people supported proposal A. Out of those 160, 50 are already here. The remaining area is 110. Total is 200. 200 minus 110 minus 50 minus 0 is 40. So this area would become 40. मिलने लगे ना values without any variables. We are able to do them. आगे आइए. Among those who preferred Ragini, how many people preferred Ragini? 300. 30% supported proposal A, that is 90. Out of 300 people, 90 supported proposal A. That means these two areas would add up to 90. Variable लेना पड़ेगा. मत लो अभी. If these two areas are 90, the other two areas are 210. और उन other two areas में से one is already 60. So what is the other area? 210 minus 60, which is 150. I got this value as well. Let's move on. 20% of them who supported proposal B preferred Sunita. We have already used it. 40% of those who did not support proposal B. Can you tell me how many did not support proposal B? 250 supported B. So that means people who did not support B is also 250. There are 500 people. 250 supported B. So 250 did not support B. Out of those 40%, that is 100 people, they preferred Ragini. People who are outside B, that means outside the green box. He says outside the green box, whichever people are there, 100 of them, they supported Ragini. Outside the green box, I have these four areas. 100 of them supported Ragini. Their people supported Ragini are these people or these people, out of which 60 are already here. So this area will be equal to 40. That's it. My job is done now. 110 plus 40, 150 plus 50 is 200. 250 minus 200. This area becomes 50. That's it. We got everything without taking any single variable, just by taking the right order of the information. In the actual exam, the information was given in this order that I've written on the screen. But this is a learning for all of you. It is not necessary you use the statements exactly in the order they are given. Always look for the statements which can give me most specific data. Avoid any kind of variables. जितना कम हो सके उतना कम लीजिए variables को. When you do not have any other option, then you will have to take. Till the time you can avoid, please avoid it. It is going to be very useful for you. I hope you can see how easily we have answered the question just by changing the order of the statements. And now it does not take any time to answer these. So I have already written all these values in the table beforehand. So among the students surveyed who supported proposal A, so how many people supported proposal A? 250. What percentage preferred Sunita? So people preferring Sunita is 160. So 160 is what percentage of 250? It is 64%. So the right answer for us is 64, right? If you calculate, 150 is 60% and 10 is 4%. So it is 64%. So 64% is the right answer for this question number 1. Next, what percentage of the students surveyed who did not support proposal A? Can I say people who did not support proposal A are 250? Because 250 supported A. So people who did not support A are 250. They supported A, they supported A, they supported A, they supported A. These are the people who did not support A. Among these people, he says, how many preferred Ragini? So how many preferred Ragini? 150 plus 60, 210. So out of 250 people, 210 preferred Ragini. Once again, 200 is 80%, 10 is 4%. So how many percentage of the people they supported Ragini? My answer is 84% of this. Please write it in the chat box. Have you guys understood whatever I did? ऐसा तो नहीं मैं खुद में ही खुश हो रहा हूं that I did something good and you might have understood it. मुझे लग रहा है that I did a good solution of this set. But I also want to hear it from you. Please tell me, is this clear to all? समझ आई मेरी बात आप सब लोगों को ये? I am assuming that this made your job easy. This part you have understood that yes, we should always be looking at the order of the statements. We should always be going for the specific data first rather than making taking variables and making equations. It will always make your job easy, right? Thank you, Angela, Sonali, and Kid with Blonde. Very good. That's great. Let's move on. What percentage of the students surveyed who supported both proposals A and B? These are the people who supported both. How many of them preferred Sunita? So, of course, 50% of them preferred Sunita, 50% of them preferred Ragini. My answer is option A, that 50% of them have supported the Sunita. And then the last question, how many of the students surveyed supported proposal B? That is 250 people supported B, did not support proposal A, और जिन्होंने A support नहीं किया, so these are gone. And preferred Ragini as union president, और Ragini आना चाहिए, इसका मतलब सुनीता भी गया. So these people are 150. That's it. That's the right answer for us. Option B is the correct answer for question number 4. So these were the 4 questions based upon this set that has already appeared in CAT before. Okay. I'm sure you all understood this. So we made a different kind of Venn diagram. वो आपको समझ आया होगा हम लोगों ने क्यों इस तरह का Venn diagram बनाया. And then we also decided the order of the statements. In a way, we were able to answer this real fast. Okay. That was the first set. Let's move on to the second one now. The second one is again a set from CAT, an actual Venn diagram based set. So here is the data. Please read it first. After that, we'll be doing it together. Read the data first. After that, we will start doing this as well. Okay, I'm sure you have read it. 1,000 patients currently suffering from a disease were selected to study the effectiveness of treatment of 4 types of medicines, A, B, C, D. These patients were first randomly assigned into 2 groups of equal size. 1,000 people are there. We have made 2 groups of equal size. That means 500 each. They are called treatment group and control group. The patients in the control group, they were not treated with any of the medicines. Instead, they were given a dummy medicine called placebo containing only sugar and starch. The following information is known about the patients in the treatment group. So, treatment group में क्या करना है? Now we are going to talk about that. 500 people are there in the control group, उनको कुछ नहीं दिया. 500 people are there in the treatment group, उनको क्या किया है वो बता रहा है इसके बारे में अब. Now this is all the information that you see on the screen. A total of 250 patients were treated with type A medicine. Total of 210 were treated with type C medicine. 25 were treated with A only, 20 with C only, 10 with D only, 35 with A and D, 20 with A and B, 30 with A and C. So there is a lot of information regarding how many people were treated with what kind of medicine, right? So now, of course, we have to make a Venn diagram, but there we need a Venn diagram of four. We have got four, medicines over here. A, B, C, and D. All kind of medicines are given to the people. That means we need a Venn diagram of four. Here I am assuming that many of you know about the Venn diagram of four. How is it made? But still I'll give you an idea. To make a Venn diagram of four, the easy way is, it cannot be made using circles. Let me tell you. If you make four circles, in whatever way you make them intersect, you cannot make all possible areas for four medicines, right? वो हो ही नहीं पाएगा, कभी नहीं हो पाएगा. So therefore we make it in a different way. So either you make it through some ellipses that can be done, or you make it the figure the way I am telling you. So just do one thing, that make a square and now mark 1/3 of this and 2/3 of this. 1/3 of this and 2/3 of this. Basically, just divide these two lines in three equal parts. Divide them in three equal parts. Why am I doing this? Now, from this point, join this point and draw a straight line. This is set A. From this point, join this line and draw this line. This is set B. From this point, join this point, draw a line. This is set C. And then again, this is set D. This is how the Venn diagram of 4 is made. 4 का Venn diagram बनाने का ये तरीका होता है. I repeat, divide the two consecutive lines into 3 equal parts. पहले वाले को भी दूसरे वाले को भी adjacent line, sorry, not consecutive. And now join the points the way I have told you. These are the 4 figures or 4 sets. So you see that one is a mosque kind of structure, that is one single set, right? Similarly, the second set, the third set, and the fourth set, these are the 4 sets which we are going to use here. So I have already made this figure on the next page. I put up all the data on the next page, and now we shall start filling this data in that table. I'm sorry, so I should not be writing all of them already. तो एक बार मुझे उसको डिलीट करना पड़ेगा. जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकेंड. ये लीजिए और ये जी डन. चलिए. So here is the graph with us. Based upon this Venn diagram, we have to put up all the informations given and we have to answer the questions. Let's start doing it. वही जैसा मैंने आपको बताया था. This is set A, this is set B, this is set C and set D, and use them in a way such that first of all we write this specific information. Start. A total of 250 patients were treated with type A medicine. So type A adds up to 250. And a total of 210 patients were treated with type C. So type C is 210. So the complete set A is going to be equal to 250. The complete set C is going to be equal to 210. Now, I forgot one part. Let me just go back for a little time. There might be some people who have not heard of this set before, this Venn diagram before. So what area represents what? So let me just talk about that as well for a moment. Okay. Now this is set A. If this is set A, actually this is representing only A. This is representing only B. This area is representing only C. And this area represents only D. This area is representing A and C only. This area represents A and B only. It is representing B and C only. It is representing C and D only. This is B and D only. And this is A and D only. This area represents A, B, and sorry, A, C, and D. This area represents A, B, and C. This area represents B, C, and D. And this area represents A, B, and D, whereas this middle area is representing all of them, that is A, B, C, D. Have a look, you will get an idea that, okay, yes, I mean, which sets are that area in, right? Accordingly, we have decided that this area is only in A, so this is called only A. The area which is in set A and C only, that will be representing A and C only. So that way, these are all the areas that we have over here, right? I'm sure आपने देख लिया है, समझ आ गया होगा सब लोगों को ये. After that we'll start filling them up. अब इसको fill करना शुरू करते हैं एक एक करके, right? According to the given statements, one by one, let's start filling it up. 25 patients were treated with A only, so 25 were treated with A only. 20 were treated with C only, 20 were treated with C only. 10 were treated with D only, so this area is equal to 10. A only is 25, C only is 20, and D only is 10. Next, 35 were treated with A and D only, A and D only. That means this area is 35, A and D only. 20 were treated with A and B only, A and B only is 20, so this area is 20. 30 were treated with A and C only, 30 were treated with A and C only, so this area is 30. And 20 were treated with C and D only, so 20 were treated with C and D only, so this area is 20. बिल्कुल सीधी सीधी की हुई है फिगर्स. The figures are given, you just keep writing them in their specified areas, right? This area represents to A and B only, this area represents to A and C only, that way बस लिखते चले जाओ, that your job is done. और कुछ भी नहीं करना है इसमें. We just have to write all these values at their places. ठीक है, next पे आ जाते हैं. 100 patients were treated with exactly 3 types of medicine. Now what are exactly 3 wala areas? This area, this area, this area, and this area. He says these 4 areas together add up to 100. But currently I don't know any of these areas, so I can't use it here. Let's forget about it. आगे बढ़ जाते. 40 patients were treated with A, B, C, but not D. A, B, C, but not D. Where is that area? This area is that. This is given as 40 to us. Now, 20 patients were treated with ACD but not B. ACD but not B is 20. So this area is that area. ACD but not B. So that will become 20. यहाँ तो सारी values specific दे रखे हैं. I don't have to calculate any of them. Right? What next? 50 patients were given all 4 types of medicines. So this area is given as 50. And 75 were treated with exactly one type of medicine. Right? Now exactly one वाले area कौन से हैं? 1, 2, 3, and 4. These 4 areas add up to 75. 3 are already given. 25, 20, and 10. 25, 20, and 10 add up to 55. 75 minus 55 is 20. So this area will be equal to 20. Right? Let's use this 250 now. Total A is 250. So let's find out this value from here. 25 plus 20, 45 plus 40, 85 plus 30, 115 plus 20, 135 plus 50, 185 plus 35 is 220. If all these areas add up to 220, so 250 minus 220 is the remaining area. From that, I got this area as 30. I hope you got it. ये समझ आई सब लोगों को बात, right? I am assuming that this was pretty easy because we just have to type down all the values from the statements. So therefore I am going a bit fast as well. मुझे लग रहा है यार बस देख के लिखना ही तो है. We don't have to solve anything. Solve तो छोड़े, इसमें तो हमें कोई ना कोई किसी चीज में दिमाग भी नहीं लगाना पड़ रहा. That okay, which area would be this area? ये उसका डबल दे रखा है, ये उसका आधा दे रखा है, ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं कर रखा. Straight away is telling you all 4 is 50, right? A, B, C and not D is this. A only is this. B and C is this. सब कुछ चीजें सीधी सीधी दे रखी हैं. It becomes pretty easy then, right? Now he has already given us in statement number D 100 people are treated with exactly 3. So this area plus this area plus this area plus this should be 100. इसमें से 3 areas पहले से 90 बन गए. So this area would be 10. Now let's use this 210. 210 में से 20, 20, 40, 50, 100, 120, 150 और 40, 190 निकाल देंगे. We will get this area which is 20. Only one area is remaining. ये कैसे मिलेगा? Total patients तो हमें पता ही है ना, total पहले से कितने हैं? 500. If 500 is the total number of patients, let's find out this area now. कैसे मिलेगा? ये सेट तो 250 हो ही गया, तो बाकी के एरियाज 250 होने चाहिए. So 20 plus 20 plus 10, that is 50. plus 20 70 plus 20 90 plus 10 100. Baki areas 100 and 250 minus 100 is 150. Your job is done now. We got all the areas. Okay. ये छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है. यू शुड ऑलवेज पे अटेंशन टू दीज पार्ट. जैसे मैंने अभी किया कि सेट ए तो 250 है ही, सो व्हाई टू काउंट इट. उसको तो हटा ही दो सीधा सीधा. अदरवाइज हो सकता है मैं टाइम थोड़ा सा वेस्ट करता. 25 30 20 40 वो भी ऐड करने में कि नहीं नहीं टोटल इज 500. मुझे सारे माइनस करने हैं. सारे तो माइनस करने बट आई ऑलरेडी नो द सम ऑफ ऑल द वैल्यूज ऑफ वन पर्टिकुलर सेट. व्हाई टू ऐड देम अगेन. सो दैट इज स्ट्रेट अवे 250 टेकन आउट. जो बाकी बचे माइनस कर दीजिए बचे हुए 250 में से. You get 150. Your job is done. Now just start answering the questions. How many patients were treated with medicine type B? So 20 plus 20, 40, 80, 100, 160, 310, 340. 340 is the total number of people who were treated with medicine type B. That's the answer. इसके बाद का काम तो वैसे भी बहुत आसान हो जाता है. Number of patients who were treated with medicine types B, C and D but not A. B में होना चाहिए, C में होना चाहिए, D में होना चाहिए, A में नहीं. That is this area. It is the area is in B, C and D but not in A. So my answer for this question is 10. Next, how many patients were treated with medicine types B and D only? So B में होना चाहिए, D में होना चाहिए और किसी में नहीं होना चाहिए. B and D only. That is this area. So B and D only is 150. That's the right answer. यही तो एंड में आया ना, बाकी तो सब पहले आ गई थी. बी एंड डी ओनली सबसे एंड में आया. एंड लास्ट, नंबर ऑफ पेशेंट्स हु वर ट्रीटेड विद मेडिसिन टाइप डी. डी से कितने हुए? 20 प्लस 10 इज 30, 40, 190, 240, 270, 290, 290 plus 35 is 325 and that is the right answer for question number 8. Okay, that was the last question of the day, guys. I'm sure that you liked this session, and yes, if you are looking for any kind of help from our side, yes, we are giving you a wonderful offer currently. You can unlock your 3 days free trial access by going to BYJU'S exam prep app, and there you can watch everything on BYJU'S exam prep for 3 days. Our material, our videos and everything. So how do we operate? What all do we give to the students? So it's a wonderful opportunity for all of you to know what all do we give you. If you like it, of course, you can join the course later on, right? So that's an opportunity I'm sure all of you must take advantage of. It's a free trial for all of you. And I'm sure you'll love the method that we teach with, the content that we provide to our students. And this is a testimony to that. This is the result of our online classroom program, students. I'm not talking about any other student who have joined a test series or something. All people who have studied with us, right? And these are the brilliant percentiles that they have scored. There are many more, of course, in this line who would be there. If you want to join us for our comprehensive program, this all that we provide in our program, 300 plus videos, 135 plus live sessions, 75 plus mock tests with video solutions. That's very important. 10,000 plus practice questions are there. You'll also be prepared for GDPI and VAT, and you'll also be getting your study notes and CAT question papers as well, right? Therefore, we call it a comprehensive program because we do provide you everything needed for a course, right? Of course, to facilitate you with that, we also have a scholarship program where you can get up to 90% scholarship. You just have to go to BYJU'S exam prep app. On 9th of July, you can write this exam at 11 a.m. but you have to register for it now, right? So limited seats are available for it. So register for the exam and you can win up to 90% scholarships. Also, on 27th of June, that is tomorrow at 7 p.m., I would be live on once again on the BYJU'S exam prep app to talk about that why is it the important time to start the CAT prep now. It will be an interactive session where you can ask all your questions and I would be happy to answer all of them. So just meet me tomorrow in this session on the BYJU'S exam prep app at 7 p.m. We are also available on many other media handles like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and Android. And that's all from my side, guys. Thank you very much. I am sure this session was useful for you. Okay. Thank you, guys. So we'll meet again in some other session. Till then, bye bye and take care of yourself. Have a good